Have you ever wondered how your computer, your phone, or your tablet works? It seems like magic, right? You can play games, watch videos, and talk to your friends all on one little device. But it's not magic. It's science. Inside every single one of these gadgets are tiny little switches. Think of them like light switches that you have in your room. They can either be on or they can be off. There's no in between. These switches are the very basic building blocks of everything your computer does, from showing you a funny cat video to helping you with your homework. These tiny switches are called bits. That's a funny word, isn't it? Bit is short for binary digit. In the language of computers, off is represented by the number 0, and on is represented by the number 1. So, every single thing your computer does is just a very, very long list of zeros and ones. A picture of your dog? That's a list of zeros and ones. Your favorite song? That's another long list of zeros and ones. Think about it like building with Lego bricks. Let's say you only have 2 colors of bricks, blue and red. With just those 2 colors, you could build almost anything you can imagine if you had enough of them. You could build a small house, a giant castle, or even a spaceship. Computers do the same thing, but instead of red and blue bricks, they use ones and zeros. Now let's step into the super strange and wonderful world of quantum physics. It's a place where the rules of our everyday world don't always apply. In this world, we have something much cooler than a bit. It's called a qubit, which is short for quantum bit. A qubit is the building block of a quantum computer, just like a bit is for a regular computer. But a qubit is special. It doesn't have to choose between being just a 0 or just a 1. It can be a 0, a 1, or something even more exciting. It can be both a 0 and a 1 at the very same time. It's a game changer for how we think about information and problem solving. How can something be 2 things at once? Let's imagine you have a spinning coin. While it's spinning in the air, is it heads or tails? You can't really say, can you? It's kind of both until it lands and you look at it. A qubit is a lot like that spinning coin. It exists in a state of possibilities, holding the values of both 0 and 1 simultaneously. This amazing property is called superposition. It's only when we measure the qubit, which is like catching the coin and looking at it, that it decides to be either a 0 or a 1. This ability to hold more information is what makes qubits so incredibly powerful compared to their simple bit cousins. Because a single qubit can represent both 0 and 1, a quantum computer's power grows in a mind-boggling way. If you have 2 regular bits, you can have 4 possible combinations: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, or 1, 1. But your computer can only work with one of these combinations at a time. Now, think about 2 qubits. Because each one can be both 0 and 1, they can represent all 4 of those combinations all at once. Imagine trying to find your way through a giant maze. A regular computer would have to try each path one by one, hitting dead ends and turning back until it finds the exit. A quantum computer, using superposition, could explore every single path in the maze simultaneously. But qubits have another superpower that is even stranger and more fascinating. It's called entanglement. Albert Einstein famously called it spooky action at a distance, and it's easy to see why. When 2 qubits are entangled, they become connected in a very special way. No matter how far apart you separate them, whether they are in the same room or on opposite sides of the galaxy, they remain linked. If you measure one of the entangled qubits and find out it's a 0, you instantly know that its partner qubit will be a 1. And if the first one is a 1, you know the other will be a 0. They are a perfect team. Think of it like having a pair of magic gloves. You and a friend each take 1 glove. You travel to the other side of the world. If you look at your glove and see that it's a left-handed glove, you know for certain in that exact moment that your friend's glove is a right-handed one. You don't need to call them or send a message, you just know. Entanglement works in a similar way for qubits. This instant connection is a fundamental part of what makes quantum computers so powerful. It allows qubits to share information and work together in complex ways that are impossible for bits in a normal computer, creating a powerful computational network. This combination of superposition and entanglement is the secret sauce of quantum computing. Superposition gives each qubit immense potential, allowing it to hold multiple values at once. Entanglement then links these qubits together, creating an incredibly powerful, interconnected web of information. So, what can we actually do with these amazing quantum computers? The possibilities are almost endless and could change our world in incredible ways. One of the most exciting areas is medicine and the creation of new drugs. Designing a new medicine is incredibly difficult because it involves understanding how complex molecules will behave in the human body. Our best computers struggle to simulate these molecules accurately. But a quantum computer, which operates on the same quantum principles as the molecules themselves, could model them perfectly. This could help us discover new life-saving drugs for diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's, much faster than we can today. Another huge area that quantum computers will transform is cryptography, which is the science of keeping information secret. The codes that protect our bank accounts, emails, and government secrets are based on mathematical problems that are too hard for regular computers to solve. But for a quantum computer, breaking many of these codes would be like a walk in the park. This is a little scary, but it also means we can use quantum computers to create new quantum-proof codes that are unbreakable. Beyond medicine and security, quantum computers could help us tackle climate change by designing new materials that can create more efficient batteries or better solar panels. They could revolutionize artificial intelligence, making AI systems smarter and more capable than ever before. They could help us discover new catalysts to make industrial processes cleaner and more efficient, or optimize complex systems like global shipping routes to save fuel and reduce pollution. The potential applications stretch across nearly every field of science and industry, promising to solve problems that we once thought were unsolvable, and to unlock a new wave of innovation. This is why learning about quantum computing is so important for everyone, not just scientists. This technology is still in its early days, like the first computers were back in the 1940s. But it is developing quickly, and it will shape the future for generations to come. Understanding the basics of what qubits are and what they can do helps us all be part of the conversation about how this powerful technology should be used. It's a journey into a new scientific frontier, and it's one that we are all taking together. The quantum world might seem strange, but it holds the promise of a brighter, more amazing future for all of us.